Hello, and welcome back to Wild Sanative. I'm grateful you chose to spend a little time with me today. Thank you for being here. In the previous episode, we spoke about thoughts, how quickly they can appear, how strongly they can affect the body, and how important it is to remember that a thought is not always a fact. And today I want to go a little deeper about that. Sometimes when fearful or discouraging thoughts repeat for a long time, they can begin to feel like a little dark cloud hanging over our heads. And this little dark cloud may whisper that something is wrong. It may tell us that we are not safe, that we are not good enough, that people cannot be trusted, or that something bad is about to happen. It may collect every mistake, every disappointment, and every painful memory, then bring them forward as proof that the present moment will end up the same way. The little dark cloud often speaks in a familiar voice. It may sound like our own voice. It may say, "You always get this wrong. No one really understands you. You need to protect yourself. You cannot relax. You have to figure everything out right now." Because these thoughts happen within our own minds, we may assume they must be true. But not every voice within us comes from our deepest wisdom. Some thoughts come from fear, some come from old pain, and some come from things we were repeatedly told. Some come from the emotional atmosphere around us, and some thoughts have been repeated so often that they continue automatically even when they no longer belong to the life that we are living now. And for some people, this little dark cloud has been shaped by the way others have treated them over time. When a person is repeatedly mocked, excluded, embarrassed, threatened, blamed, or made to feel small, those experiences can begin to follow them inward. Even after the moment has passed, the mind may continue repeating the message it heard. You do not belong. There is something wrong with you. No one will stand up for you. You have to stay quiet. You have to be ready for the next attack. A person who has lived through this kind of treatment may begin watching every room for signs of rejection. A laugh across the room may feel directed at them. A quiet conversation may seem like it is about them. And a small mistake may feel dangerous because mistakes were once used against them. They may become withdrawn, defensive, overly apologetic, or afraid to be seen. They may try to make themselves smaller so they will not become a target. Or they may become angry quickly because anger feels safer than being hurt again. These responses do not mean the person is weak or overly sensitive. They may be signs that the mind and body have learned to remain prepared. When someone has repeatedly been treated without kindness, the body may continue expecting harm, even in places where harm is not present. That little dark cloud may begin speaking with the voices of those past experiences. But those voices are not the truth of the person. Being treated as though you have no value does not mean you have no value. Being excluded does not mean you do not belong. And being laughed at does not make you foolish. Being repeatedly criticized does not make every criticism true. And what happened may have shaped the thoughts, but it does not have to define the life that comes next. That little dark cloud becomes stronger when we react without noticing it. A fearful thought appears, the body tightens, and we immediately speak, withdraw, defend ourselves, or imagine the worst. Then the reaction creates another difficult experience. That experience seems to confirm the original thought, and the cloud grows a little darker. For example, the thought may be, "They do not care about me." The body feels hurt and tense. We become distant. The other person senses the distance and pulls away. Then the mind says, "See, I knew they didn't care." But the first thought was never questioned. The cloud wrote the story before the moment had a chance to unfold. This does not mean we are causing every painful thing to happen to us. It does not mean that every difficult situation is our fault. And it means that repeated thoughts can influence what we notice, how we interpret what happens, and how we respond. They can affect the choices we make. They can also affect the boundaries we keep. They can affect the people we trust and the opportunities we accept and the way we speak to ourselves. A thought repeated many times can become a direction, and a direction followed long enough to begin to shape a life. This is why awareness matters. We do not have to fight the little dark cloud. We do not have to argue with it or become angry with ourselves for having difficult thoughts. We can learn to notice it without allowing it to lead us. The first step is to observe. When a heavy thought appears, quietly say, "I notice the little dark cloud is here." You might notice that it brings urgency. It may tell you to act immediately. It may make the situation feel larger, darker, or more final than it truly is. Simply name what is happening. My mind is expecting rejection. My mind is searching for danger. My mind is telling me that one mistake means everything is ruined. Or perhaps you might say, "This thought sounds like something I learned from the way I was treated. This fear belongs to an old pattern. My body is expecting the past, but I am here in the present." Naming the pattern helps you step aside from it. You are no longer completely inside that story. You are becoming the one who can see the story. The second step is to pause. Before sending the message, make the decision, ending the relationship, criticizing yourself, or assuming the worst. Give yourself a little space. Place both feet on the floor. Relax your hands, lower your shoulders, and let your jaw soften. And take one gentle breath in. Then allow the breath out slowly. You do not need to solve everything during that pause. That pause is simply a doorway. It gives you time to move from reaction into awareness. You might say, "I do not have to respond to this from fear. I can wait until I feel clearer, with more clarity. I am allowed to gather more information. This feeling is real, but the story around it may not be complete." The third step is to return to the heart center. In plain language, returning to the heart means bringing your attention away from the racing story in your mind and back into the quiet center of your body. You may place a hand over the middle of your chest, feel the warmth of your hand, and notice the movement of your breath. Then ask yourself, what is the most honest and caring response available to me right now? Not the most pleasing response, not the response that avoids every uncomfortable feeling, and not the response that gives the cloud what it wants. Ask for the response that holds both truth and care. The heart may ask, instead of assuming, wait before replying, tell the truth gently, keep the boundary, rest tonight, apologize for the mistake without calling yourself a failure. Take one step instead of trying to solve everything. And if that little dark cloud was shaped by the way others treated you, you may also ask, what is true about me beneath what others try to make me believe? The answer might not come all at once. It may begin with something simple. I deserve respect. I am allowed to take up space. I am not responsible for another person's cruelty. I can choose relationships where I am treated with care. I do not have to keep repeating their words inside my own mind. Healing doesn't require pretending that the harm didn't matter. It means slowly learning that the voices that wounded you do not deserve to become your inner authority. Returning to the heart does not mean ignoring warning signs, and it does not mean trusting everyone or pretending that harmful behavior is acceptable. The heart can be compassionate and still say no. It can remain calm and still recognize that something is not right. It can forgive and still create distance. The heart is not weakness. It is the place within us where clarity and care can meet. You can remember these 3 steps with 3 simple words. Observe, pause, return. Observe the thought without becoming the thought. Pause before allowing fear to choose your reaction. and return to the heart and ask what is true, caring, and grounded. You may need to do this many, many times. The little dark cloud may return. It may come back when you're tired, uncertain, lonely, overwhelmed, or reminded of something painful. Its return does not mean you have failed. It means another moment of awareness has arrived. Each time you notice the cloud without automatically obeying it, you create a new pattern. Each time you pause, you weaken the old reaction. And each time you return to the heart, you strengthen your relationship with your deeper inner knowing. And over time, that cloud may still pass over you, but it no longer has to control the weather of your entire inner world. You begin to remember that there is something beyond it. There is space around the thought. There is breath around the fear. There is awareness beneath the reaction. There is a quiet part of you that can witness what is happening without being consumed by it. You can also ask a few gentle questions when the cloud feels especially heavy. Is this thought describing what is happening, or is it predicting what might happen? Is this my present experience, or is this an old experience being placed over the moment? Does this thought lead me towards clarity, or does it lead me into deeper fear? What would I choose if I did not have to act immediately? What does my heart know that fear is not allowing me to hear? You don't have to force an answer. Sometimes the most honest answer is, I don't know yet. Not knowing can be uncomfortable, but is often more truthful than accepting the first frightening story the mind creates. And when you do not know, return to what is here. Your feet are on the floor, your breath is moving, your body is asking for gentleness. The moment is still unfolding, and you have time to listen. You have time to choose. You may have time to return to yourself. The little dark cloud may speak loudly, but loud does not always mean wise. Urgent does not always mean true, and familiar does not always mean trustworthy. The deeper voice within us is often quieter. It does not threaten, it does not shame, it does not demand that we solve our entire life in one moment. It offers the next honest step. So as you move through the coming days, notice when the little dark cloud appears. Do not chase it, do not fear it, do not make it your identity. Observe it, pause, and return to the heart. Then ask, what is mine to do in this moment? Perhaps the answer will be to speak. Perhaps it will be to wait. Perhaps it will be to rest, ask for support, set a boundary, or release an assumption. Let the answer be simple. One clear response is enough. Thank you for joining me today. And until next time, be gentle with your mind when it becomes cloudy. You are not the cloud. You are the awareness that notices it. You are the breath beneath it, and you are the heart that can guide you home. This is the path to wholeness.